Good afternoon friends, welcome back to the channel. This is video number 3 in the series of 5 things I love about YouTube. And this one, as the title suggests, is about taking people at face value. Leaving your preconceived notions at the door, leaving your prejudices at the door, and just accepting what you see in front of you. And that's what's happening with me on YouTube. I can now suspend my disbelief, and I can just watch a video and enjoy it, and I don't even think if there's another agenda or if there's anything behind it, or what that person's religion is, or what that person's politics is. It's irrelevant, you know. And of all the views that I've had, all the subscribers I've now got, like over 250, I'd be kidding myself to think that we would not have opposing views on so many of these divisive subjects. And it really doesn't matter, you know, and I really don't care, and it's irrelevant to me, you know. That's the point I'm trying to make. We don't have to put each other into little boxes and little categories, and this guy's on the left, this guy's the right, this is on the green, this is, you know, this person's a Muslim, this one's a Jehovah's Witness, whatever it is, you know. And we've got this, the media especially seems to be feral these days, seems to put everybody in these little tiny boxes, and then seems to, you know, push them up against each other to try and create as much friction as possible, and start a conflagration, you know. And it's just horrific to watch. And in my lifetime, I've never seen it as bad as this. You know, I used to buy the newspapers for the last 40 years, especially on a Saturday. I'd buy the 2 big papers here in Australia. Thousands of trees have died from my newspaper habit, and I've stopped buying them. I do not buy any newspapers. I don't watch any commercial television, because I'm just so sick of it. I'm just so sick of the disinformation and the bias, and you cannot accept anything at face value on TV or in the media now. And that's why I'm so enamored, I think, with YouTube. It's because I can take these individual videos, I can react to them, I can have a laugh, I can watch it, I can leave a nice comment, I can interact with a person, you know, I've got some great friends on this platform, which I'm super grateful for. And yeah, I think, you know, this is the way forward, you know. Courtesy and respect, and being polite and thoughtful and empathetic, you know, they cost us nothing. That's the thing. They cost us nothing, and it's so easy to do. And it's like any other habit. Once it becomes a habit, you know, it becomes easier and easier, until in the end you don't even have to think about it. You just do it automatically. And I think that's what life was like, say 20 years ago or further back. You know, people were much more inclined to think the best of people, much more so than they are now. And it's not a generational thing. There's some lovely young people on this platform. I interact with lots of people at the beach, young kids, young guys. They're fantastic, you know. Please don't think for 1 minute I'm being ageist and I'm saying, oh, you know, my generation is this and their generation is that. Not at all. It's purely on an individual basis. But yeah, I just think this platform's brilliant, and yeah, long may it continue. The thing that I've been working on myself as personal development, I suppose you'd call it, is I'm trying to develop my sense of empathy to a much larger degree, and I think I'm on the right road. And what do I mean by that? I mean that truly the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and actually imagine that, you know, you grew up as that person grew up. You grew up in their country, you grew up in their culture, you grew up in their religion, you experienced all the highs and lows and all the things that they experienced growing up. And once you do that, you start to realise that just maybe, if that person was you, you would actually have those same opposing views, those views that you are vehemently opposed to. Perhaps those views would be your own if you'd experienced their life. And yeah, I think when I started this channel, I was determined to leave politics and religion and any of the divisive subjects that, you know, most of the wars and conflicts around the world throughout history have been caused by politics or religion. You know, and when you start watching, you know, our content, once you start creating content, and you start, how can I put it, you start looking at other people's videos from a creator's point of view, and you can see how much effort, and you can see how difficult it was, and you can, you know, and I'm only just scratching the surface now. I'm starting to pick up on little points of how clever things are, which I never even noticed. As a viewer, I would never even notice. It just looked fluid, it's really enjoyable to watch, and that's all you care about as a viewer, you know, and that's fine. But once you start making your own videos and you see the glaring deficiencies in your own content, that's when you start to appreciate the skill and the effort that others put into it. And yeah, I'm just sort of gobsmacked, I think, that as a group, as this massive community on YouTube, we're all, nearly all of us, are instinctively avoiding all those divisive subjects, and we're just accepting each other for exactly what's on the box, exactly what's on the video, you know. And it doesn't really matter what it's about, you know, whether it's a cat video or a funny rabbit video or a drawing or surfing or gardening. It doesn't really matter, you know. You can present that information in a fun way, and you can present the information without referring to any of these divisive subjects. So that's my rant today. I'm going to put 2 or 3 clips from my trip to Spot J, where it's just really calming, lovely, just watching the waves. I've had some nice comments on that, and I love watching it myself, even though I was there. You know, in fact, I'm going to put this, it seems to resonate more as a viewer watching it at home than it actually did when I was there watching it live. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the fact that I haven't got the sand between the toes, and you haven't got the wind, and you haven't got the external cues, I suppose. You haven't got the smells of the insects biting you or whatever. You're just purely in an isolated microcosm, I suppose, at home. You're just sitting there, you know, cosseted by 4 walls and air conditioning or fans or whatever, and you're not exposed to the elements, so you can really sit back and enjoy it. So yeah, without further ado, here's the another 12 minutes or 8 minutes. I haven't quite decided yet which footage I'm going to put up, but enjoy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. And don't forget to do something every day. See ya.